So, the woodblocks, a testimony as a living witness to truth, to set it free through me and the tree, Merlyn. Merlyn is the archetype of the teacher, the wise one, the wizard. All of these forces move through the field of the one. This is from the West. This is best of the Western esoteric knowledge that I've synthesized over a lifetime. It has very much to do with mysteries. Even my name, what does it mean? I believe I'm a messenger of light and of the new era. But everything is encoded in letters and numbers. And so obviously it's an alphabet number system. Very good for education for children because you can move around and you can learn to spell words and create a conscious spell, which is the original thing of a spell. All magic has been in two systems, black and white, in the past. I'm not interested in the dual system any longer. I'm interested in unified field. So I put it as golden magic. It's immutable by experience and by intention. And none of the old language of this and that, unless we're having an experience of the unified field, which comes from the heart, which is the center of the technology and the creative fire, then we can start holding the energy and moving through into holding the field of the new earth. The new earth is a certainty. It's held in the field. There's past, there's present, and there's future. They're one unified field. There is no time and space beyond the veil. All this happens in a millisecond of one life behind the veil. It's just like when you got the review at the end of your life, and you will have one for sure. Life is eternal, even if you don't believe it or not. But if you want the experience before you pass on, maybe I can pass a seed of the knowledge on. So this anthology, this alchemical journey that I've been on of transmutation has been very, very intense. Because we learn, unfortunately, through experience and pain and suffering on the wheel of time, space, and causality, because otherwise we probably wouldn't arise to the splendor of the phoenix. It's a life's work to begin. How many times have I begin? Every day I begin again, and every day I ask. If this is guided, I look for the assistance necessary now to create a foundation for this knowledge before I pass on. I can pass on at the end of the year or in 20 years. But I live a very existential life right now to say I have this time and I'm not going to waste it in coffee shops or worry about the consequences. I want to put it on film because this is my best medium. So where it left off in Mt.Shasta, thanks to John Veltri and Margaret Lermo, is we started a film of all the archetypes of my stained glass collection in Mt.Shasta. So now I'm linking all the fields into a mutual cooperation ring. If you want to assist, we will build a field, and eventually, if there are ever profits, because this is a service, then it will be distributed from the people who have come to assist before. The patrons that I have in America, all the many people that have contributed to me, I'm going to try to link with through this video series and say thank you. But I fell off the edge of the world. Basically, I'm going to describe my story because it's part of the tabloid or the story. The library, the manuscripts and books, which are all handwritten, and there's many, many of them. These called the vast library, the records of the art. The art in alchemy is the art of arts, how to transmute the lead into gold and become the essential spiritual self, which in the Christ teachings is called the Christ presence, not to be confused with religion. This is a library of archival. It's a map, a master architect's plan. It's an open book. And so by readings in the hourglass of time, this anthology of the School of Art Masters, because we're all masters and we all have something to contribute, and glass work. So I'm starting with the glass, the archival library. The glass is in California in 13 series of work. It's about sacred knowledge in the tree. This is my anthology. But in order to describe it, it can be put into digital form now, and even built in digital form. Some of the images that I see so clearly, the mandalas of the tree and the esoteric knowledge, but it needs a company, because this is the time of synergy. This is just forever writing the philosophy stone. The mystery of the stone, in the tradition, is called the philosopher's stone. In the Eastern tradition, it's called the stone of Shambhala. The stone is likened unto the Grail in Jungian psychology. It has a central place. The Father and the Mother, God and the Presence, we're now calling it the child, forming the Trinity, basically because if it doesn't educate the child within, and the rooted child within, and the magical child within, and wants to come to this world and be cultivated in a new way, then we really don't have anything to pass on. This is 40 to 50 years research. It's my life's work. And I'm asking now for people, whoever wants to assist in this filming documentary project, which I would like to bring it to America and actually interview the people that have assisted me, because it's such a great, great story. Let freedom ring, a certain thing. It's a song cycle. It's many things, but without a good soul, it cannot be done. But in honoring the great tradition, Pax Cultura, art, beauty, and culture, ABC of a new language. It's for the new earth and for the new earth residents, which she's moving through, despite the shell of the old story that is being consumed. Nothing, there will be nothing but won't be revealed, and it's a very dark story, but we have to understand the lowest common denominator as well as the highest, to understand how best to progress within this. And the best monitor is the heart and the flame and the central sun. And you are the one we've been waiting for and looking for a few others to build a new model. Elders, parents, and children. So it's really for your generation, the younger generation. But I came backwards in time, so to speak. And I made all the mistakes, believe me. And so I can truly educate. You don't have to go there. We don't have the time.